Lots of Turkish flags bombarding me this morning, and rightly so. There was big support for Turkey last year. The temperature continuing to climb. It's almost 1 degree centigrade every time that pops up on screen. Just a reminder, 2 targets, low, 1 medium, 1 high for the sniper. 2 in the prone position, 1 kneeling, 1 standing. Well, they're not hanging around. You can hear by the rate of fire that those targets are being dispatched quickly. And the Turkish sniper has left the target out there on the range, so there will be a penalty. He's opted not to waste any more time in trying to hit it, and that's smart, that's clever. Sometimes you just got to move on, take the penalty. We have seen in recent editions of the UAE Swat Challenge occasions where the shooter is just delaying and delaying as they cross the line in 1. It's the turn of the Turks. The Harekat team, Bozkurt of Turkey, are getting in the van. Just to remind you, the sniper goes in last as he has to come out first, and usually it's the man with the breaching ram who is in the back of that van. Remember, the sniper has to get his shot off first, so that's why he comes out first. We're away. Up and over those 2 wooden walls. You can see in his right hand that he has his magazine clip ready, that he slots into that sniper's rifle, so as soon as he hits the ground he can get that first shot away, which is done in a very quick time of 24 seconds. There's the 4th one. So he can now tackle the Texas Star. Remember, he has only 4 rounds in his magazine, so he has to change for the final of the Texas Star targets. 5 discs in total that have to be dropped. This is a good time. The sniper dragging the second of those deadweight dummies across the line. They're not going to beat Sumka, but it's still going to be quick. Can they come in sub 140? No, because there's still the final assaulter making his way home and across that line. But they do break the 150 mark. The Harekat team of Bozkurt from Turkey. 1 minute 49. for the Turkish team.
Polis Özel Harekat team بوسترت من تركيا يستعد الآن الانطلاقة مع القناص وخمسة مقاتلين. السرعة مطلوبة، تنفيذ العملية. واحدة من المهام تخليص الرهينة من داخل المبنى. القناص يصعد إلى الأعلى البرج ويتمركز ويرمي الهدف. بعد ذلك مع رماية الهدف وإصابة الهدف يتم التحرك. يبدأ الزمن الآن. عليه أن يصعد بسرعة ويصل إلى الأعلى. ها هي الغرف والمبنى، وهذا هو البرج الذي سوف يصعد عليه القناص ويصل إلى الدور الرابع. ها هو الهدف الآن. عليه أن يصيب الهدف لكي يتحرك الفريق. المقاتل في انتظار إصابة الهدف. يتحرك الفريق. عليه أن يصل مع كاسرة الأبواب، وأيضا قبل أن يكسر الباب أن يلبس الفريق القناع الخاص الغاز. دخول إلى الغرف. تواجد الغرف هنا كما أشاهد 4 غرف فيها أهداف. سريع الفريق، حاول الآن أن يخرج. هذه الرهينة وزنها يصل إلى هذه فيها دقيقة واحدة بالنسبة للفريق التركي. أداء جيد وسرعة جيدة أيضا. الاستعداد الآن، هذا الفريق التركي جيدين.
Here goes the Harekat team, ATA of Turkey. Another one of these strong challengers who are expected to put in a good showing this week. That magical 20-second mark, remember? And you can see the breeze. Oh, and the frustration on his face. As soon as he pulled the trigger, he knew that was going to be a miss. 8 a.m. tomorrow for the Officer Rescue Challenge here in Al Ruwaiya. So if you can't make it here, then make sure you join us live. Someone dropped something? 58.8. Was that just my ears? I didn't see anything go down from the Harekat team of Turkey. May give them a good run. Sada, their colleagues from Kazakhstan, may also give them a good run. They had a quick time this time last year. Now here go the Harekat team, ATA of Turkey. A sprint up and over the wooden wall, no issues for the sniper. Remember, he's carrying a much heavier weapon. That first assault, a little adjustment of his trousers as he got on the metal ladder. I think I would as well. They're off with the breaching ram, and whilst they head for the door and wait for their colleague, the sniper, to fire his first shot, he's down, his magazine is in, his round is chambered. And there goes the first shot. Ooh. Is that on the edge? Ooh, it's doubt. There's a close-up. There is doubt about that first shot. Only the judges can decide as to whether that's in or out. Remember, time penalties of 30 seconds. One assaulter remaining on that 5-foot platform. $120 kilos to be carried between the three of them. It's down. Remember, it can't just be unceremoniously dropped from shoulder height this year. There is a penalty if they do that. One of the rule changes between last year and this year for this day 3 challenge, this officer rescue challenge. Across the ice bath. No one has been in it yet today. No piece of equipment has been in it yet today. Who will be the first? There's always one every year. As they head towards the finish. This is a good time. This is a very good time from the Harekat team of Turkey. And across the line in 2 minutes 30.9. That's a very good time when you consider the fastest time last year was 2:34. Now it's the Turkish side who are next up. Where are we in the draw? 53. 53 in the draw. Harekat Bozkurt of Turkey. They are next out. Nice crowd building here in Ruwaiya. And a few Turkish expatriates as well watching on. The Harekat team ATA went round in 2:31.16, so Harekat team Bozkurt will be looking to better that. They had a minute of penalties as well, the Turkish police team A. What happens here? Remember, 2:31 across the line for their colleagues. They'll be laser focused on that time. They'll have watched it themselves as the Harekat team ATA went out earlier today. There's the first shot away, under the magic minute. Is it on? Oh, it's on the edge. Has he hit the same target twice? I think, well, that's another miss of the second target. I think because he missed the first one, he went at it again. I think there's been a little bit of confusion with the Turkish sniper of Harekat team Bozkurt. Remember, only 4 rounds they have, the snipers today, so 4 rounds, 4 targets. Every time we've seen a miss, usually they just move straight on to the next one. But from what I saw, and maybe that's what you saw as well, tell me if you feel differently, it seems like he's had to go twice at that first target, maybe even 3 times, who knows, because I heard 4 shots go off, and I only saw the second target missed as well, so either he hit the third, or that was it. So they come across the line in 2 minutes 30.14. The Harekat Team Bozkurt. So 1 second quicker than their colleagues. Well, welcome back. Marhaba. How was your lunch? I hope that the Harekat team Bozkurt of Turkey didn't have a heavy lunch, because they're next out to get us underway in this, the second session of day 4 of the UAE Swat Challenge. It is the Tower Assault Day, so a few more issues to contend with for the teams. And I'll talk you through it. If you've just switched on this afternoon, where have you been? Off go the first of the Turkish sides. First of the teams from Turkey. Harekat Bozkurt, great to have them back this year. And this event involves 2 snipers, 3 assaulters. They split into 2 groups. The snipers have their own set of targets. Ooh, 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 ooh. What did you have for lunch? A little bit wobbly coming through the window. And the snipers engage those sets of targets at the base of that tower. That's what they've got to do first. 2 sets of targets at 3 each, and then they sprint up to the top of that assault tower that you just saw and engage a second set of targets. Meanwhile, as they are doing that, the assaulters sprint towards the pistol pen and begin their set of challenges, which first of all involves a couple of obstacles. They have to go under that ping pong table. Over the wooden wall. And then the first of the targets that they have to engage is the Texas Star, 5 white discs to be dropped. You can see that his colleague thought about helping him out, but he seemed to have it under control himself. And welcome back to those of you messaging me online. You can start sending me your comments as we see the Turkish snipers at the top of that tower. East Central Europe says maybe something's wrong. Wrong with what? With me? And Ufak, how many times will we wait? Patience, Ufak. Patience, Ufak Panachi. Did you miss me? Is that what the problem was? We're here. We've had a little lunch break and we're back underway for this, the penultimate day of action in the UAE SWAT Challenge. It's the final day in which weapons are used. Tomorrow it's the obstacle course. And the now world famous Dream Crusher. Hello to Ezra as we see the snipers across the line. They're done. They're going to have to wait for their assaulter colleagues. So they've gone round quickly. 3:12. I beg your pardon, the assaulters had already come across the line. 3 minutes 12 for the Harekat Bozkurt team. Here we go. Harekat Team Ata from the Polis Özel of Turkey. They're out next. They've been pretty strong over the first 3 days so far. Will they be strong here on day 4 of the UAE Swat Challenge? You can follow it on YouTube. Snipers are down. That looks pretty quick so far. Can they drop their targets as quick? Well, there's a miss straight off the bat from the sniper on that far side. You can see the shadows stretching across those sniper positions. One of them is he's in the sun. Osman, Nezlis, Fatih, Sultan, Omer, all rooting for Team Turkey. Yeah. Sprinting round that corner, the assaulters. This is quick. This is very quick. Already into that pistol pen. Texas Star is first. Oh, easy. And then those 32 targets next. And these snipers, or one of the snipers, is now top of the tower. The assaulters are going good. Still waiting for the second of the snipers. Where's he gone? I don't know, I can't see him. He hasn't come home, so he must be still coming up the stairs. Oh, here he is. Did you get lost on your way to the bathroom? So, one of those targets is dropped. 2 down, 2 to go. The sniper on the far side is done. And the sniper on the near side for Harekat seems to have an issue, I think. He hasn't dropped either of his targets. He's just arrived, so is he out? Ooh, maybe he was out of ammunition before he got to the top. Remember, 7 rounds of ammunition for the striker, so maybe he had used them all on those targets at the ground and just decided to bite the bullet, as the saying goes, and abandon those 2 targets at the top and just take the penalty hit. As the Harekat snipers, Team Ata, cross the line in 3:20.79. There will be time penalties, of course, to be added on. What happened there? Crossing the line. Can both the Turkish teams get over the line this year? Or is one of them going to get a DNF? And if one of them is going to get a DNF, who will it be? Team Ata or Team Bozkurt? They've come round and up and over the human ladder, the balance beam and the monkey bars, all of that inside 2 minutes, so this is good. They're going to finish the ninja bars and the crawl pit as well under the 2-minute mark. The context is, how many teams this morning have we seen still on the human ladder at and around and over 2 minutes? So 5:06 is the time to beat from last year, the personal time or the unit time from last year for Turkey. Firstly this morning, just finish. This is the tricky bit, the barrel roll, the dream crusher. There we go. Remember, it's not the job of the judges to return that barrel back to the beginning. It's the job of the coach or the motivator that goes with them. And you can see one of the team members there, he was shouting, saying, hey, 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 I need that barrel back. That's 3. So 2 more to come for Harekat Bozkurt of Turkey. There we go. Another one down. There we go. All over. No issues there. Beksat says, Turkiye go! The Falcon also, good luck, Turkey, as does Mesut Yilmaz. Through the water splash, they've already done the Fireman's Tower with ease. Now I think minute remaining to beat last year's time. No, I don't think so. It's going to be tricky. I'll have to do something special between now and the end. Remember, the clock only stops when they're all over the finish line. Kubra K is watching in Istanbul. And Ado is watching in Ankara. We've crossed the 5-minute mark, and they're not going to make it home in 5:06. That was the time, the best time from the Turkish teams last year. Won't be far away though, as they come over the Irish table. Can they come home in under 6 minutes? There we go, one more. Looks like they can. And across the finish line in 5:44. The second quickest time today for Harekat Bozkurt of Turkey. Harekat Bozkurt did it in 5:44. Their colleagues earlier on when they went round, so that will be a target for them. Harekat Ata last year went round in 5:06. That's a very quick time, so can they beat that? Can they beat their colleagues? Bozkurt 5:44, so yep. We've got to really crack on with that. If they can get this human ladder done and dusted comfortably inside 2 minutes, then they've got a chance, and I think they can do that as long as there's no issues here.
Doesn't seem to be any issues. They have that challenge completed in under a minute and a half. It is the balance beam, simple. Monkey bars, simple. Ninja boards, simple. Oh, he's going to have to do it again. He fell off just before the end. Some of them are so keen to get off the end of those monkey bars, they forget to either A, grab the last one, the yellow one, or B, hit the bell. So one of them just left those monkey bars a little bit too quickly. But nothing too serious, didn't cause too much damage to their time. Go as his colleagues come in behind. Bombastic Turkish beats in the background. Ezra watching on from Turkey. Yildiz also watching the Harekat team matter. This is the last one. This is the last one. They're all over. They've conquered the hardest obstacle on the course. Now it's just about time. Remember, Harekat Bozkurt 5:44. That's the time to beat today as far as the Turkish times are concerned, and last year's best time by Harekat was 5:06. He flopped out that pipe like a fish. Along the traverse rope, there is a bell at the end which they have to touch, of course. There you can see the time and the piss on the screen here. And across the line. They do come in quicker than their colleagues. And across the line. They do come in quicker than their colleagues. 5:32.